What a game last night. Southern California hockey rocked. And welcome back to episode 97 of Royally Quacked. That was such a great game last night, Cody. Oh my God. That was so much fun to watch.
So let me ask you a question. Was the jersey matchup the best part, or just the rest of the game the best part?
I think you have to put everything in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was
No,
all great.
100%.
I mean, highly competitive, you know, not only goes to overtime, but goes to a shootout. I mean,
I'm sorry, but once it went to the shootout, I know it was going one way.
well, uh, thanks for Noble L Works for hosting the party for the game last night over there in Anaheim. If any of you were there, we were there. So was Angels in the infield. And they let
Halos
Halos in the infield. I was thinking Angels the whole time. And actually, we were on that a little bit and talking. And Todd and I were talking about. He kept going. I feel a shootout game. There's going to be a shootout game. I go, well, who do you think would have the advantage in the shootout? He goes, well, I'm thinking the Kings. I go, no, I'm thinking the Ducks got all those young guys with those fancy moves. I go, if I had to bet on a shootout, I would bet on the Ducks. I mean,
that's what I knew.
We have maybe three guys that are pretty good. I mean, Kempe's pretty good, Fiala and Clark, and after that, it's a crapshoot.
To be honest, if we put the Ducks and Kings together, just for shootout purposes, both teams fully healthy, there's not a King that would be in the top four for me.
The only one that might be, I think, would be Fiala. He's got some fancy moves, but McTavish, that was just wicked.
So I would have Carlson, Terry, Mac T, and then Beckett. And you can even switch. You could switch Beckett and Terry if you would want. The reason I put Terry is because he's a right-handed shot to kind of mess with the goalie a little bit.
Yeah.
But Fiala would probably be a fifth for me. He would be batting fifth for me.
Yeah. One thing is, I don't think that's
Clark is. I think he score the shootout goal when we were there?
Yes, the winner
his was the overtime winner. Or the shootout winner.
Yeah. It was a shootout winner. Yeah. But Mac T, I mean, that was just, he was so in tune with what he was going to do. And he just waited. He was waiting for the opening. And that's what they have to have. And they have to do. Some of them go too fast. And then they just want to try to and they don't do it. But Mac T was like complete control. I watched Kempe when he did it, when he started getting close. I don't know if you noticed the puck rolled away from him.
Yeah, I noticed. Here we go. Captain Chaos is in the chat again. Carlson, Beckett, Terry, Mac T, Cutter, then maybe Fiala, maybe the overrated Byfield. Actually, I think I would have Clark before Byfield.
I would definitely have Clark before Byfield.
Yeah, I would. I don't know if Cutter is. Has he really done that much of the shootouts? I don't think so. So I don't know how he is with. I know he has a wicked shot, but does that turn? Can he score in a shootout like that? Because he's had plenty of breakaways this year and he doesn't convert them. And I know breakaways are different than shootout goals. So
yeah, because you actually somebody chasing you.
Yeah.
So we want to get to Kings news or Ducks news?
We'll do Ducks because your news kind of has to do with like something that we like the Ducks can talk about too.
Okay.
So we'll do the Ducks one. So starting off with the Ducks news, Tim Washy has been selected to represent the Ducks and the San Diego Gulls at the American Hockey League All-Star Game. Washy has 13 goals and 12 assists for 25 points in 30 games with the Gulls. So, like I said, congratulations, Washi. I know he's a rookie too. So, congratulations on being an all-star. Well deserved. And then something you'll hear his name later, Ducks related. Very big for the Ducks. Says decent set of hands and a killer shot. I'd put him out there a few times.
He's talking about Cutter.
Yeah,
I agree.
No, I'm good with that. That makes sense.
He's a goal scorer. He's just natural.
Yeah,
he's a natural goal scorer.
No, he is. Next up is the move that has a lot of Ducks fans puzzled. But the Boston Bruins have traded Jeffrey Veal to the Anaheim Ducks for a 2026 fourth-round pick. The fourth-round pick will be the earlier of Anaheim's 2 fourth-round picks, which the Ducks acquired from Detroit Red Wings and the Philadelphia Flyers. So that fourth-round pick will either be from the Zegras trade or the Gibson trade. Pretty much. So I don't know much about Jeffrey Veal. I haven't had much time to do my research on it. Maybe by next week I'll get more research done. Because when the trade happened, I was doing my route in this area called Duluth. If anyone knows where Duluth is in Temecula, you get 0 cell service. 0. So, and I was in there all day. By the time I got service, I was, working. So I literally got back to the yard where I had service and then literally reloaded my truck, did all my paperwork, did my post-trip stuff, clocked out, went home, cleaned up, showered, shaved, and then left within 20 minutes to go pick up my mom to go to the watch party. So I had no time. And thank you, Erica Martinez, best YouTuber. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So like I said, I'll try to do more research on that. And then we'll see. All I know is I hear he's a Ross Johnston light. That's the best way I could probably talk about it, right? Without doing my research.
Gotta ask, is that the human traffic cone or?
Let me do more research, but it's probably more the human traffic cones one. So I appreciate that you liked the video. We really do. She liked the video. All right. Next up, Troy Terry has been placed on injured reserve list due to an upper body injury. Seems like this injury has been hurting him lately. Hopefully he's, back within a week or two. If not, let him sit out for the next week or two before the before the Olympic break. Then he'll get an extra 2 to 3 weeks off and be fully healthy at the end of February. So I hate to say it, but the Ducks have been playing pretty well with him out of the lineup. So,
no comment.
Yeah,
you're better with Terry. You're better with Terry, and you know it.
No, I didn't say we were worse, but a coincidence. Sam Colangelo has been recalled to the Ducks, so we brought up Colangelo, and since we called up Colangelo, we sent Nikita Nesterenko back to the goals. So just a little 1-for-1. Colangelo, I did believe play last night. I know he got a couple shots on goal. He's definitely a shooter. I like the way Colangelo plays. He goes to the net. I would say he's definitely not like he's like a Chris Kreider because he's a body that likes to be in front of the net. That part. He's a good net front presence guy, and he likes to he's decent at the tip shots and everything. So I'm glad that we have him back in the lineup. I thought it should have been Colangelo and Nesterenko up this whole time. So, in the last bit of news and some sad news, guys, the Ducks have announced that Leo Carlsson will miss 3 to 5 weeks of game action after undergoing a procedure to treat Morel Laval lesion in his left thigh.
Lesion,
whatever. English is my second language.
Yeah.
So sad news, but hopefully, like I said, he there's a chance he could be missing the Olympics.
Yeah,
There's
might be your third language.
Yeah, probably.
Well, on to Kings news, and the rumors are starting, people. A lot of rumors here. So I was having some fun with this.
I would do the first one along with the other ones, like at the bottom, because it's all trade spec. Let's add it all together.
Okay. All right. So start off, is Jim Hiller on the hot seat? There's an article by Andrew Miller about it. Take a look at it. Also, Newell Brown finally on the hot seat. Did we not see how bad he was in Anaheim? I mean, really, come on.
No, he's fine with you guys. Keep him. Extend him for life.
So also, does Dean Evanson's firing put more heat on Hiller? Fans want blood. So on to the rumor mill. Is Jesper Kotkaniemi a good fit for the Kings? Tell us what you think.
Well, you do know that there was a trade when Dano was still the Kings. They proposed they wanted to do a 1-for-1 Kotkaniemi for Dano, and the Kings denied it.
Yeah, well, we'll see if that pans out. They got a second-round pick for him. We'll see if that turns out. Kings do pretty good with after the first-round draft. Also, the rumor mill, could the Kings target Alex Tuch?
He's not leaving Buffalo.
That's intriguing. And guess what else has sparked up Kings fans? Rasmus Anderson rumors. Ooh. Now I'm just going to give you a bunch of names. Brian Rust.
Hold on. Before you do that, I mean, because see, if I remember right, there was rumors last year that the Kings were trying to trade for Anderson.
Yep, and he denied
because he didn't want to sign long term. Now, would you make a trade if he was just would you do the trade if it was a rental and no extension?
How much longer is on his contract?
He's a rental. That's why I said he's a rental.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
No.
By the way, you know what? Jesper Kotkaniemi is in year 4 of 8, and his cap hit is a 4.8 contract.
Okay.
Oh, then Kevin's in the chat. Happy Saturday, guys. Hope you guys had a good week. We did have a much better week. The Ducks finally won, so yay.
Work-wise, it was a tough week, but Royally Quacked, it was an awesome week.
Yes.
Now on to some more names. Jordan Kyrou, Travis Konecny, Owen Tippett.
I can see. Well, Rust, Konecny. I don't know, because Pittsburgh, where are they on the standings? That's like going to be the...
Well, see, Rust is a goal scorer. Kyrou's a goal scorer. Konecny is a goal scorer, and they need goals. So, a lot of these rumors are popping up all over the internet. You guys can check them out.
So Pittsburgh's 3rd place in the Metro. So I don't know if they'll be doing any deals like that.
Then again, how much longer is Sid the Kid gonna play? So once he's gone, and then also Malkin, they're gonna either have to have a retool or a complete overhaul. So
right now, Brian Rust. Hold on, Brian Rust is in year 4 of 6. So I believe he has this year, and then 2 more years of his contract at a $5.125 million AAV.
I think that's a great deal. He's a goal scorer.
And then Kyrou, he is year 3 of 8 at a $8.125 million dollars a year.
That's a big hit. Those are rumors.
But he's 27 years old, so you're getting him in his prime years. The only thing is with Rust, he is 33. And then was it Kakanyemi? I know he's on the. Oh, I got kicked me out. Let's see. Because if we're gonna do this, let's see like ages and contracts and stuff. Kakanyemi is 25, so he's pretty young.
We don't.
And then what was the other one you had?
Konechny, Tippett.
Travis. Konechny is 28. This is year 1 of 8 of his contract at 8.75 million, and he's 28 years old.
And he's a goal scorer.
And then Tippett, I can see because I know seems like his time in Philadelphia hasn't been as fun this year. I mean, I don't know if it's because of Talkit, but he's in year 2 of 8 at a 6.2 million cap hit.
Sorry. Captain Chaos had too much to drink at the watch party last night and is probably going to not cause as much trouble as normal.
I don't know if that's like a relief or not.
That's okay. As long as you had a good time, Adam, it's all right.
What was the over-under on beers on 4.5? For me, it was under.
Oh, it was definitely under for me.
I had 2.5.
I had 1.
So you had 1.5 then.
Do you think I drank half of that one?
Or so 1.25?
No, maybe 1.3.
1.3.
Anyways, on to my last bit of news. We can worry about all the. This is just some information for them to look for. We don't have to give them all the details.
But I mean, we wouldn't be doing our due diligence if we didn't.
Yeah. Well, I want to pique their curiosity, so they start looking for stuff.
Over for sure. +7. Wow, you had more than me and my dad combined.
Well, if I had 7, they would have been having someone to carry me to the car. I would have been
sleeping.
Much.
I would have been sleeping in my car.
Yeah, Royally Quacked would have been late today.
Mom said you was a good time last night. I think she meant it was a good time last night. Mom only had 2.
I maybe she's still feeling the effects just slightly. You was a good time last night.
Yeah, because I like I said, shout out to Nova Ale Works and everything. That the Dole Whip and the Peak Lemonade. Those ones are just, oh my god! I should have brought a couple 4-packs home for that.
Well, not only that, the Mighty Ducks Club was there with the raffles and supporting, hockey. Obviously, we mentioned about Halos in the infield, and then I've already forgotten the name.
Top Fan Rivalry.
Top Fan Rivalry was there, and it was Todd and Bill that were doing, I think, a majority of the watch party live stream, but they asked Cody and I to step in, and it was a lot of fun. I've never done anything like that before. So
I've never really done that either.
But we were having fun with it. I mean, I think we were supposed to be like play-by-play, but we started talking about everything else. I had such a blast. And thank you, Todd. Thank you, Bill, for letting us step in on that. It was a lot of fun. I definitely do it again. Definitely do it again. But let me finish Kings news now. It's only taken 20 minutes. Andre Lee is also headed to Rockport, Illinois to rep the Ontario Reign at the 2026 AHL All-Star Classic. Congratulations, Andre.
Yeah, he was dangerous last night a couple times. Andre Lee was.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys. Um, it's taken longer. I mean, if you ever watch like Locked On Kings or All the Kingsmen, when they talk to the scouting director, and they have at least a 5 to 7 year window for a lot of these players because it takes unless you're a Celebrini, a Bedard, or a McDavid, a McKinnon, McCarr. Not everybody can just pop in and play in the NHL.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, and we did talk about this a little bit last night also. No one expected Beckett Seneca to do what he's doing, and
Nope.
he's a fun guy to watch play, and he's got a lot of the intangibles. He's got that long reach, and he
The
he's he
hands.
already he's already taking advantage of some of the skill set God's gifted him with. So, and it's a lot of fun. He's fun to watch. I love hockey. I watch hockey a lot.
Yeah. So we got a
So
couple from Adam. Mrs. Chaos had to drive home, and yes, it was a great time. Pink lemonade was dangerous. Yeah, the Dole Whip and the pink lemonade are very dangerous. And Andre Lee got a primary assist last night.
yeah, he's a serviceable NHL player right now. Serviceable. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not fantastic, but he goes out and does all that small stuff you need to do, and he helps to try to make his team win. I mean, he had that one tip in goal when he first came up.
Yeah. That's pretty much how like Nestorenko and Colangelo are for the Ducks is exactly what Andre Lee is to the Kings. Yeah. Like, not someone that's always gonna have points on the board, but their work ethic is what helps them with the team.
But if you don't have players like that on your team, I mean, if you really look at teams that are winners, they obviously have their superstars that score a lot of goals and stuff, but you have a lot of other guys that are doing all that dirty work so they can score those goals.
Yeah.
And I like to use the example because I'm really old school, but you look at Magic Johnson and that era of Laker basketball, and do they win without Kurt Rambis? Do they win without God? What was Green? I can't.
Robert Green?
No, I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank on his name. He had a long streak of playing games, and he would get the rebound, get it out, and the fast break was gone. You need players that can do some of the dirty things so your superstars can win you games, and it all fits together. And that's what championships happen. When championships happen is when you have a good team chemistry of your superstars and just your guys that do the dirty work and work hard and so forth. So let's get on to league news.
Yep. So the Carolina Hurricanes have acquired Juuso Välimäki from the Utah Mammoth for the dreaded future considerations.
Also, Ottawa has signed James Reimer to an AHL PTO with the expectation that he'll sign an NHL contract soon due to Linus Ullmark's personal leave.
So I forgot to update it, but he did sign a 1 year, $1 million contract, or I believe the league minimum. So there's a lot of stuff that's happened with the whole Ottawa thing. So I guess there was a lot of drama that had to do with this, because Jeff Merrick reported that he thought it was weird that Ullmark was on a personal leave, but yet he was still around the team. Like he wasn't like participating in practice and everything, but he was still around. So he thought that was weird. I want to see if I can find that. And I guess there was a rumor going around that I guess I deleted the statement. So there was a rumor going around that I guess some of the players reported that someone was unfaithful and snitched, and that's why Olmark took a leave. And then it was a rumor, and then they addressed the rumors, and it just everything just kind of rained hellfire after that for the Senators. Like all the drama, like, is it true? Is it not true? What's going on? But like I said, I don't know anything. It's none of my business to know any of that stuff. I just really want to focus more on the hockey part of it. But I've heard that Olmark's name has been in trade rumors too, because I guess things between him and Ottawa are a little shaky now, I guess. So we'll see what goes on with that.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of drama there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so the Blues have re-signed Philip Broberg to a 6-year, $8 million AAV contract extension. What a great re-signing! That's one of the players they got from Edmonton in that offer sheet.
Yeah, both guys have really helped the Blues, even though they've not had a whole lot of total success. But they're good players. Those were good signings.
Yes.
The Blues have also have signed Logan Malo to a 1-year, $850,000 extension, and that's on a one-way contract, meaning they're going to keep him up. He might get not dressed for a game or two, but he will be with a big team.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up this last thing. It's not really giving me much of the stats. Let's see.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll keep reading.
Yeah.
Jack Johnson, ex-King, has retired. Also, you had a question with this one, Cody, because I know you put this one in. New alternate jerseys.
I will get to that in a second. So Jack Johnson, who played with the Kings, who was drafted by the Kings.
Yeah.
Columbus Blue Jackets, Pittsburgh Penguins, Rangers, Avalanche, Blackhawks, back to Colorado, and then finished with the Columbus Blue Jackets. In his last season, he played 41 games. He played a total of 1,228 games, 77 goals, 256 assists for 342 points. So, like I said, congratulations to Jack Johnson. I want to make sure, former King, like that, and he was part of the first Kings Stanley Cup.
Mom wants us to show the back of our shirts.
Right. Oh, we want to do it now?
I don't know. It's
I can't. We'll do it later.
I can't even see if I do it right because you have to turn around to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some Royally Quacked shirts.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you to Captain Chaos.
Yeah, this is before he drank.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you see it?
I don't know. I'm gonna spin around.
Oh, I mean, can you see mine?
Yes.
So
yeah,
I got
can you see mine?
Yeah. So barely, because you have the screen thing behind you, so it kind of cuts out. But yeah, you can kind of see yours. So
okay, there you go.
Yeah. So I got my favorite number is 12, and my dad's favorite number is 21. So Adam hooked us up with these special shirts. So, and then his has the captain right here, and on the back it says Chaos.
Yeah,
which I thought was, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, he has Chaos on the back. As soon as I saw the C right here, I'm like, oh God, yes.
I think he should have spelled it like Get Smart, KAOS, Chaos.
That'd been funny.
And
the captain with a K right here.
I don't know. You have to do the C.
No,
that's probably why it made more sense to spell it correctly. I guess. It looks
Yeah.
good. I mean,
It looks
it
shirts
was
look great.
yeah. I mean, I wore it we wore it after, at the, watch party last night,
Yeah.
and
Which I'm glad I was not wearing my hoodie and my jersey because I was sweating for the longest time there.
oh, and Adam, Mama Quack loves it her shirt too.
I'll change it for you.
That's okay, Adam. I don't care how
um,
chaos is spelt. It's just that when you bring it, it always makes me laugh, and I like to laugh. It's healthy to laugh. So,
oh, I found the statement. Oh well. All right. Let's see. Where is it? All right. Oh, here it is. Okay. So here's the new. There's going to be an alternate jersey program next season. Supposedly, it hasn't been fully announced yet, but this is what I've heard. Um, this is someone that posted this on X, I believe. So they said throwaway count just in case. But I work for a hockey retailer in the U.S. We had the listings come up in our inventory recently about a new league-wide alternate program for next year. So here, this I'm going to tell you the teams and what primary colors are going to be on their jerseys. Let
so
me get through all of it before we talk about it.
we're gonna do 32 thoughts of colors.
Just listen, because some of them are interesting. All right. Anaheim, green. Boston, brown. Buffalo, navy. Calgary, red. Carolina, gray. Chicago, green. Columbus, gray. Colorado, white. Dallas, white. Detroit, red. Edmonton, black. Florida, pink. LA, purple. Minnesota, black. Montreal, navy. Nashville, navy. New Jersey, black. New York Islanders, white. Rangers, black. Ottawa, black. Philly, black. Pittsburgh, navy. San Jose, teal. St. Louis, black. Seattle, navy. Tampa Bay, black. Toronto, beige. Utah, blue. Vancouver, navy. Vegas, black. Washington, blue. And Winnipeg, navy.
Interesting.
Let's see. Adam
I li-
says, let's hope fanatics aren't involved and beam back Adidas or bring back.
bring back.
Yeah.
Remember, he had 7+ beers last night,
Oh,
so
that's right.
spelling may not be actually accurate.
Yeah.
He's probably in his chair with his eyes closed.
See, so for you guys, it's gonna be purple. So I'm guessing it's gonna be close to like the Forum blue, kind of like purple, or is it gonna be like the early 2000s purple?
I don't care. I want some color.
No, I agree. Now, here's what has me through a loop. For Anaheim, they said green. See, now here's the thing. Is it green like the first Mighty Ducks movie jersey green?
I'm pretty sure.
Or is it green like the jade color, like the original Mighty Ducks colors?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
I don't want to wait and see. I want to know now. Like I said, I love my jersey talk. So I want to see, okay? That's it. Is that so hard?
Yes.
Well, too bad. All right.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, it's normal. You disappoint me.
Every chance I get.
Let's see. And then Team Czechia, since I have it right here. Yeah. Bring back Jade. No movie green. I want the Jade more than the green. So, all right, Team Czechia. Hopefully, I don't say another random word again like I did last week. All right, here's Team Czechia for the Olympics. Roman Servivenka, Radek Faksa, Jakub Fleck, Thomas Hurdle, David Kampf, Andre Kosa, Dominique Kubalik, Martin Necas, Andre Palat, David Pasternak, Lucas Sedlak, Matej Stransky, David Tomasik, and Pavel Zaka. Defensemen Radko Gudis, Philip Roenick, Michael Camphy, Thomas Kondratek, Jan Gruda, Radim Simek, David Spacek, and Yuri Timasek. And the goalies, you have Lukas Dostal, Karel Vamelka, and Dan Vladar. Which I'm actually surprised. There's one person I'm kind of surprised they didn't make it on here. But Dan Vladar has been very good this year, so I can see why he made it now. I thought they were going to have either Mrazek or Vanacek on there. But Vladar has been great for Philadelphia this year, so that's probably why. So yes. I will give him that. Okay. You go now.
You tired of talking? Okay.
A little bit.
The Penguins have signed forward an ex-King, Blake Lizotte, to a 3-year, $2.25 million AAV contract. Congratulations, Blake. He was one of those guys that would do all the dirty work.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is we got ourselves in such a bad cap issue. You know, we couldn't continue to raise his pay for just what he was giving us. But I think we could still use him today. He would still play for us.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those guys that's constantly in motion. So, congratulations.
Yep. All right. The Blue Jackets have fired head coach Dean Evanson and assistant coach Steve McCarthy, and Rick Bowness will come out of retirement and will be the team's new head coach for the remainder of the season. Rick Bowness has now coached the most games ever in NHL history altogether as a head coach, assistant coach, all combined. Wow. So he comes out of retirement to finish the year with the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we have our first domino of head coaches fired. And usually when there's one, there's probably going to be another soon.
It's going to be interesting to see how many fall.
Yeah. Honestly, I did not have Dean Evanson being fired first on my bingo card.
Yeah. Who did you have?
I mean, Hiller was one. It was going to look like Lindy Ruff in Buffalo for the longest time, but that's really changed. Who else was there? Who else is having a disappointing year? Let's see. Look at the standings. That will really tell me.
Calgary?
They just extended him, so I doubt that. Let's see. Greg Berube in Toronto, but they've played a lot better lately. It looked like what's his name from Nashville was going to get let go. Burnett, but he's really changed things around. I mean, I saw Kings and that's really about it. Because everyone else is almost brand new to their job. Like the Rangers are the worst team in the East, but they're not going to fire Sullivan right away. Vancouver just hired Adam Foote this season, and they're not going to fire him right away. Hey, I like that idea. The Kings should fire Hiller and pick up Cronin.
So Adam,
that's the best idea Adam has ever had.
A quick question for you. How bad is the hangover this morning? Because that isn't anything that better happen.
No, that's perfect. I love that idea.
Yeah, you would.
So
back on to finishing league news.
Yes.
Per Chris Johnston, in a joint statement, the NHL and the NHL PA say they were pleased with the Olympic hockey test event they did. They will continue to monitor the situation and expect that all work necessary to address all the remaining issues will continue around the clock, encouraging sign for the games.
So
This happens every Olympics because they take them to some place where they don't have enough venues and they have to make something. I remember Japan. Oh, they're not going to, whatever, the pool or something wasn't going to be done in time. And you know what? Miraculously, somehow, everything works. So don't panic. There'll still be Olympic hockey.
So there was a little hiccup during the first test game. I guess there was a little like hole in the ice, and they said they were able to fix it within like I believe 5 minutes. Like, and they just got a little watering can and cleaned it up, and they said it played on. I believe they said they played 7 games over last weekend on there, and there was no complaints about the ice, so that's a good sign. I think it's just everything else is not good, and I guess there's a scoreboard issue where it's very small right now. So I think that's like another hiccup, but it is a good sign that at least the ice is good. So I think they said like it was the ice, the benches, and I guess kind of like where the players will be changing and everything. I see why you're laughing now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he also said the colors hung over, and then Adam put the scoreboard for the test game looked like a cell phone hanging in the air. I didn't see it's just what I've heard on other podcasts is the scoreboard was very small. I didn't know it looked like a cell phone. I'll have to try to find those pictures. But yeah, that's good news. So another thing of good news is Buffalo will be hosting the 2026 NHL draft in late June. The draft will once again be decentralized with teams in their home markets. Although there will be tweaks versus last year to improve it. The teams did vote to keep the format. I'm just happy that they're going to tweak the draft. I heard they're going to try and do rounds 1 and 2 the first day. If they're going to do that, they got to change a lot of things because the first round took 4 hours last year.
Yeah.
So here's one of my things, and see if everyone else agrees. If you trade, so say I have the 10th overall pick, and you want the 10th overall pick, and you trade for that pick, the time should not reset. Because if you're trading up for that pick,
you have somebody in mind.
You have somebody in mind. You know who you're going to take. So the clock should not reset, and you should just like, so say like there's a minute left, and like, and just they announce it at the thing, like, yes, there's a minute left. Let's just say, all right, the Ducks have traded the 10th overall pick to the Kings for Adrian Kempe. I'm kidding. Just making fun of it.
I know.
You know, and so right away, and then just have the Kings guy go up, or Gary Bettman's like, all right, and since with this trade, the Kings have selected blah 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 10th overall from this hockey team and nation. You know, that's instead of like, oh, the time has ran out for the Ducks. All right, the Ducks have traded the pick to the Kings. The Kings restart the clock. I'm like, no, you're just wasting more time doing that.
Agreed.
All right. Adam says, I think Bar Down posted a photo. I saw it on Instagram somewhere. I'll after we're done here, I'll try to check that out. So, all right, and you want to keep going?
You want me to? I will.
Well, I did the last one.
Did you?
The Buffalo trade, or the draft?
Oh, that you did. I'm sorry. I was lost.
That's not
the
shocking.
Penguins have announced Erik Karlsson has been placed on injured reserve with a lower body injury.
Yeah.
They're paying him a lot of money.
I I'm just curious if is this gonna hurt him with the whole Olympics too?
Possibly.
So, all right, and then next up, the Canadians have signed forward Alexander Texier to a 2-year, $2.5 million AAV contract extension.
Okay, and Sergei Fedorov got his number 91 retired by the Detroit Red Wings. It's about time.
Yeah. So you heard the whole drama with all that, right?
I actually have not.
So there's a couple reasons why it took so long for Fedorov to in Detroit, because I guess there was a lot of drama when he was there. So I guess the owner at the time for the Carolina Hurricanes, the owner of Carolina and Detroit were like rivals, like work wise, not hockey wise, work wise. And Carolina sent an offer sheet to Fedorov and he signed it. And I guess that kind of pissed off Detroit and they matched it. And I guess Carolina kind of did it on purpose, where like if the team made it to the semifinals of the playoffs, Fedorov would get like a $20 million sign-on bonus or something. It was something similar to that. So that was one. The other thing was before Fedorov went to the Ducks, Detroit offered him, I believe it was 8 years, I want to say, and then 80 million. So or it was 10 by 8 or something. It was 10 by 8. So he'd have been making 80 million over the contract. Instead, he went to the Ducks for half. So I think that kind of was like, wait, what? You went to, well, at the time we were rivals, the Detroit and Anaheim, because the Ducks just eliminated Detroit that last season in the playoffs. So he went to the Ducks for half the money. So there was drama there, but all I can say is well-deserved jersey retirement for Fedorov. So that's why it took so long. And then also another person that had a very well-deserved jersey retirement is Zdeno Chara. Got his number 33 retired by the Boston Bruins. Well-deserved also.
Absolutely.
And so on the South Florida Tribune show that I do every Thursday, Mike Santos worked with Zdeno Chara. And I guess he told me this story where I guess when he was, I forgot where Mike was working at the time, but I guess when the Boston Bruins came to town, and I guess Zdeno Chara was like, "Where's Mike Santos?" And everyone's like, "Oh boy, what happened?" And all Zdeno wanted to do was just know where he was because they were buddies. So, that, like I said, Mike had nothing but great things to say about Chara, and I've heard nothing but great things about Zdeno Chara. And they were saying, I remember Jeff Merrick saying Zdeno Chara should have won the Lady Byng every year, because the reason why he should have won every year is because he didn't kill anyone on the ice.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. And I didn't realize this till somebody said it too. When the Bruins won in 2011 and Zdeno Chara lifted the cup, was that the highest the Stanley Cup has ever been off the ice?
Probably not. It's been on a plane, I'm sure.
No, off the ice. Like on ice.
In the plane.
No.
The ice.
Like no.
I know what you're saying.
I get that. I meant while someone's lifting the cup, like after they won.
I got it.
I'm a swear to God, I will remove you so fast.
You threaten that every week.
All right, off to other news. All right, go ahead.
Okay. This will not be a rebuild. You want to know who said that? This will be a retool built around our core players and prospects, said GM Chris Drury from the Rangers. He just was trying to basically let the fan base know they're working on it, you know. Yeah. But they're not going to do a complete rebuild. It's a retool. They got a lot of talented guys there, and they should be able to do a retool. I can't figure out why they aren't any better. They have a lot of talent on that team. Trocheck and JT Miller, Panarin, Adam Fox. They got, the highest paid goalie in the league, Tashurkin. So, anyways,
hurt.
Well, yeah, I know. There's a lot of guys hurt right now. I mean, you guys have, 2 star players hurt right now. We have one. Everybody probably has one because it's a very physical game.
Yeah. Speaking of the Rangers, the New York Rangers have informed forward Artemi Panarin that they will not be offering him a contract extension and have begun working with him to trade him anywhere he wants to go.
Interesting.
By the way, Adam says, Gary is channeling me today. Which is very true.
And that's scary.
Very scary.
Also, the Wild have placed forwards Matt Boldy, lower body, and Joel Eriksson Ek, lower body, on injured reserve. Boy, Eriksson Ek, he just pisses everybody else off on the ice when whoever his opponents are. We saw a Scary Gary. I like it. I'm gonna go with that. Put that Scary Gary on the instead of just Gary on the screen next time. So, but Eriksson Ek, man, he was just pissing Kings off because we went to the game. Yeah. That first game. I think he scored a goal too. So I mean that hurts their team. Boldy's a scary player, man. I'd sure like to have him on our team.
Same. So you remember when they did that unanimous player poll of players you want to punch in the face that they did a few weeks ago?
Uh-huh.
Well, Eriksson's name was on that list. But the funnier part was it wasn't from other teams that voted for him.
It was his own players.
Yeah.
I'm sure they love him for doing it because it just gets things going. Next thing somebody hits him and they, or they'll slash him or trip him and they're in the box and you got a power play.
Yeah. All right, you ready again to game recaps after an hour?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Who has more games to talk about?
I have.
You have 4, so you go first. Or, yeah, you go first. Because our last game we're going to talk about together.
Correct. So let's go to the Oilers game. Let me just.
It's crazy how the Ducks are going to play the Kings all 4 times before the Ducks even play Calgary or Edmonton once.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Okay, let's go to this. We'll start off with the scoring. Of course, we're up in Edmonton playing the Oilers, and who scores? I mean, you could guess by 2 guesses, you've got the right answer. It wasn't McDavid or McJesus. It was Draisaitl. Got his 22nd from Kapanen at the 9:12 mark on a wrist shot, and Edmonton was up 1-0. Then ex-Oiler, ex-Duck, ex-whatever else, almost every other team in hockey. Corey Perry gets his 10th on the power play from Brandt Clark, his 15th, and Andrei Kuzmenko his 8th on a wrist shot at the 17:50 mark. And after one period, it's a 1-1 game. We'll go to the second period, and again, no McJesus scoring, but Draisaitl gets his second of the game, his 23rd, from Bouchard, his 33 assist at the 107 mark, and it's now 2-1 Edmonton. Now, I think this is the tip-in I was talking about. Andre Lee gets his first from Byfield, his 19th, and Taylor Ward, not of the Angels, of the Kings, at the 3:42 mark on a tip-in to tie the game. So we go into the third period we're 2-2, and Alex Laferriere gets his 12th from Clark, his 16th assist, and Kempe his 20th on a tip-in at the 6:21 mark to put the Kings up 3-2. But now, if you want the next goal, yes, it was McJesus. He got his 30th on the power play from Nugent Hopkins, his 25th, and Bouchard, his 34th, to tie the game 3-3. Well, we went to overtime, and, well, just like a lot of games, we go to a shootout, and McDavid started it off on a backhand save. So Adrian Kempe is the first King up. He scores on a snapshot. So the Kings up 1-0 after one round. Draisaitl on a slap shot did not score. And then it was Brant Clark on a wrist shot. He did not score. And then Nugent Hopkins gets shut down. And in a shootout, miracles do happen. The Kings beat Edmonton in Edmonton 4-3. Let's go to the stats. The Kings outshot them 30-26. The faceoffs at 54.4% for Edmonton, 45.6% for the Kings. The Kings were 50%, a 1-for-2 on the power play, and Edmonton was 1-for-4. I don't know how we win this game. You don't give Edmonton 4 opportunities at a power play. That's usually 2 or 3 goals. Hits were even at 12. Block shots, the Oilers had 20. We had 12. Of course, almost every game we give away more than the other team. We had 19 giveaways. They had 15, and they had 6 takeaways, and we had 4. Let's go to the 3 stars of the game. Oh, I don't see the 3 stars of the game.
Should look harder.
Oh, they are. They moved it. The NHL's moved it up. So Brant Clark. Now get this: you win the game. Brant Clark is the 3rd star with 2 assists. The 2nd star, Evan Bouchard with 2 assists, and the number 1 star, Leon Draisaitl, with 2 goals. Is you lose. If you lose 2 of the, I think at least 2 of the other guys on the winning team should be picked. And, pretty much I know in LA, that's how they do it. Sometimes they don't even give us 1. But going somewhere else, and I guess that's the game that's played. I wasn't happy with that. But anyways, we beat them. I was happy with that. So on to your first game, Cody.
All right, our first game, we go against the red hot Buffalo Sabres in Buffalo to end our 4-game road trip. Once again, the Ducks just don't want to play hockey at all. Jack Quinn gets the scoring start in this one. Oh, they did move the 3 stars of the game. I see now.
Huh, yeah,
that's different.
Threw me off. That threw me off. Yeah, I didn't notice.
Jack Quinn gets the scoring started with his 8th of the year in the first period, and that was 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the game. So it was 1-0 after 1. And then in the second period, Tage Thompson gets his 22nd of the year to make it 2-0 Buffalo off a tip-in shot at the 7:22 mark. So it's 2-0 after 2. Ducks are struggling. They can't get anything going. Third period, Bowen Byram gets his 10th of the year to make it 3-0 Buffalo. At the 7:09 mark in the third, so it's 3-0 Buffalo. Ducks are struggling, but finally, at the 15:16 mark, Olin Zellweger gets on the board with his 6th goal of the year, Lacomb's 22nd assist, and Granlund's 10th assist. So it's 3-1 Buffalo. So just when things are starting to get going for the Ducks, Jack Quinn scores to make it 4-1 Buffalo, and that was his 9th of the year. And that was 16 minutes in, just not even 45 seconds after Zellweger scores. But then Leo Carlsson gets his 18th of the year, assist from Ian Moore, his 5th assist, at the 18:02 mark. So just under 2 minutes left. It's 4-2 Buffalo. And then McTavish at the 19:12 mark to makes it 4-3 Buffalo. That's his 11th goal of the year. Leo Carlsson's 26th assist and Beckett Seneca's 20th assist. And that's with 19:12 left. But then Josh Morris gets his 6th of the year on the empty net to ice the game and make it 5-3 Buffalo. And that was with 11 seconds left. So the Ducks fall to the Sabres 5-3. Shots on goal, Ducks had 36 shots on goal to Buffalo's 32. We did win the faceoff battle with 53% to their 47. Right? Yeah, 40. Yeah, sorry, 54-46. Sorry. Both teams were 0 for 2 on the power play. The Ducks did out-hit Buffalo 29-10. But the block shots is what probably hurt us. The Buffalo Sabres had 22 block shots, and the Ducks only had 7. Ducks fall in the season series to Buffalo 1-0. We play them next in March of 22nd. And then the 3 stars of the game, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, God, I love saying his name, had a 3 goals against average and a .917 save percentage to be the number 3 star. And then Tage Thompson was the number 2 star with the 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. And then Jack Quinn with the 2 goals is your number 1 star. Frankie the Yankee sending to Twitter now. Guys, keep it up.
Thanks, Frankie.
Miss you, Frankie. You want to go on to your next game?
Well,
I'll address Adam's comment in a second.
Okay. All right. So now we're back home and we're playing the Dallas Stars. And every once in a while we get lucky and beat the Stars. But the Stars are they're like kryptonite to Superman. We're, like I said, we don't have a great record, at least in the reasonable past here. Not going back all 50 years or so. But I'll go to the scoring. First period, Wyatt Johnson gets his 25th from Sam Steele, ex-Duck, his 11th assist, and Lindell's 15th assist on a snapshot. And this is one of those big defensive games. 1 goal, 3 minutes and 44 seconds in. We didn't have another goal to the third period, fans. It was that battle. But Quentin Byfield got his 8th on the power play from Perry his 13th and Clark his 17th at the 8:42 mark on a wrist shot to tie the game 1-1. But Jason Robertson gets his 27th from Hintz's 22nd and Lindell's 16th at the 16:14 mark on a backhanded shot to put Dallas up to 2-1. And then it got to late in the game, and of course, you pull the goalie and at least try to get a goal. And Matt Duchene gets his 4th on an empty netter from Ratnan his 44th and Steele his 12th on a wrist shot at the 19:42 mark to do the final tally for Dallas, and Dallas beats the Kings 3-1. Let's go to the stats. Kings outshot them 25-18. Faceoffs, we got waxed by Dallas, 56.4% to 46.3. We were 50% on the power play, 1 for 2. We did not have a penalty in this game. What a miracle. That's been what part of our problems this year. We're in the box too much. Hits, Kings out hit them 24-17. Block shots, 13 for Dallas, 12 for the Kings. Hey, we won the giveaway. They gave up 15, we gave up 10. And takeaway 7 for Dallas, 3 for the Kings. 3 stars of the game. Corey Perry was the 3rd star. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They lost the game. They gave our token guy, Perry, with an assist, the 3rd star. Jake Ottinger, one of my number 1 goalies in fantasy hockey, has been doing really well for me. He was the 2nd star with a GAA of the game, 1 goal and a .960 save percentage. And then Wyatt Johnson with a goal was the number 1 star. Now on to your next game, Cody.
So you guys fall to the Stars, and we finally snapped the 9-game losing streak against the Stars.
Yeah, we tired him out for you. It was back to back.
Yeah, sure. Chris Kreider finally gets a goal, his 15th of the year, and that was 3 minutes and 36 seconds into the second period, so we had no scoring in the first. Mikhail Granlund with his 11th assist of the year, and Gudis' 8th assist. If you haven't seen this shot, you need to check it out. It was a great shot from Kreider. So that's how we finally got the scoring started again, and it was nice to keep it because then in the third period, Beckett, or as we call him, Buckets, Seneca gets his 15th of the year unassisted. That was at the 12:03 mark on a backhanded shot, and to be honest, I don't know how he put this in. I don't even think he knew how it went in. Again, you need to watch both of those goals because they were just one was a very good, and the other one was like, how did that go in? So the Ducks go up 2-0, and then the Dallas Stars pull their goalie very early and get a goal in to make it 2-1 for Rupe Hintz, his 14th of the year. So it's 2-1 Anaheim. But then after Dallas pulled the goalie again, Jacob Trouba gets his 8th of the year on the empty net. Lacombe gets his 23rd assist. And Trouba ices the game for the Ducks. Ducks win 3-1 at home in Anaheim, finally ending the 9-game losing streak. And I'm happy to say that the Ducks did win the season series against the Dallas Stars, 2-1. The stats: each team had 25 goals. Face-off percentage was 51-49. Both teams did not have a power play goal. Dallas was 0 for 3. Ducks were 0 for 2. 29 hits for the Ducks, 24 for Dallas. Block shots, 21 for Dallas, 17 for Anaheim. Here's the big difference: 20 giveaways for Dallas, 16 for the Ducks, but 8 takeaways for the Ducks and only 1 for Dallas. Your 3 stars of the game: Bucket with the 1 goal is the number 3 star, and then Chris Kreider with the 1 goal is your 2nd star. And the main reason why we won this game is Lukasz Dostwal with the .960 save percentage in this game.
Yeah.
So, and that's it for our second game of the week.
We're going to the third game of the week for the Kings, and we're playing the hated ones, the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's go to the scoring. First period was action-packed, but nobody scored. So we go into the second period, and Braden Bowman gets the scoring started from Vegas with his 6th from Eichel, his 33rd, and Theodore his 17th at the 3:56 mark on a wrist shot. Then Kevin Fiala gets his 17th from Turcotte his 8th and Kuzmenko his 9th on a snapshot at the 6:24 mark of the third period to tie the game. But The big free agent pickup last year, he was probably the number one free agent on the market, even though he did sign a contract, but it was a trade. So they had to make the money work, so they had to have a trade. Mitch Marner got his 11th from Stone, his 27th, and Eichel his 34th, to put Vegas up 2-1 at the 12:07 mark on a wrist shot. Then Brant Clark gets his 6th from Kempe, his 21st, and Fiala his 16th at the 18:33 mark on a wrist shot. We go into overtime, and it didn't take long, but Mark Stone scores 25 seconds into overtime with his 16th from Eichel, his 35th, on a wrist shot, beating the Kings 3-2 in overtime. What a surprise.
What a surprise that the Knights and Kings went into overtime. Oh, no.
Well, it's like every game. Let's go to the stats. We had Vegas had 27 shots, Kings 24. Hey, here's one. We 56.8% of the faceoffs to 43.2. Dallas was 50% on their 2 power plays. Kings were 0 for 1. Hits, Kings out hit them 24-20. Vegas out hit us 20. No, I take it back. We out hit them 24-20. Block shots. They out block shot us 20-13. Giveaways, we had 21, way too many. They had 16, but we did win the takeaways 5-3. Let's go to the 3 stars of the game. Brant Clark was the 3rd star with a goal. Jack Eichel with 3 assists was the 2nd star. And the number 1 star, Mr. IR himself, Mark Stone. LTIR. Yeah. He had a goal and assist. So Kings end up losing 3-2 to the hated ones.
All right. Now to the game last night.
What a game. Game.
Before we get started, Adam did send this a while ago, so let's address it now. How do we feel about the Ducks and Kings collaborating on social media to promote the Freeway Faceoff and ignite buzz for SoCal hockey? Honestly, I
loved it too.
Like, they were good, they were funny, and I liked how they even did the NHL 26 like game one where they each chose the different jersey, like the jerseys throughout the years of when we played against each other, like the Stadium Series or the early 2000s when the Ducks came in and everything like that. And they even did like ones for like the game from last night, the orange versus black, and then the game for today where the Ducks will be wearing their road whites and the Kings will be wearing their the crown alternate jerseys. So I loved them promoting it because it got more, I feel like it got more traction for both games.
Well, I tell you, overall, hockey has really gotten creative with getting the game out. You have the one where the guy's talking about AI, and you have all the hockey players in the crowd with little comments here and there. Yeah.
Is the AI fast? Super fast. Does it can it go in a scrum? What's a scrum? It doesn't even know what a scrum is.
That was
McAvoy.
Yeah. I mean, and the ones with Sid the Kid, and I mean, even though he's an elder statesman in hockey right now, but they had that one with all those kids.
My favorite one is the tipping one, where it's like all the goalies and like, I hate tips. It shows them giving up a tip goal and stuff like that. And then you see Brad Marchand come in and he, buys something and tips like an enormous amount. And then I forgot who he's next to. He's like, what? I love tipping. I loved that one. That if you haven't watched it, you need to watch that one.
Well, I was just saying they're getting creative where people, I mean, we're so bombarded with commercials. And Cody's grandpa, I stay out there during the work week because it's closer to where I work than my home, and they watch a lot of TV. And I mean, every other commercial is about a lawyer, the Law Brothers or the Morgan and Morgan. I go, at least the hockey ones are fun. You
Yeah.
know, they're trying to get people interested in a sport that can take you away from the craziness of daily life,
Yeah.
because life isn't always a bowl full of cherries. It's not. And I just love how they've taken their commercials, make them fun with the players. And I think hockey hockey should be, love far more than it is. Because
Yeah.
when you really think about it, Jesse Cohen said it when we had our special episode with him. You know, it's not that many people. You fill up the stadiums at 18,000 people, but if you're going to like a basketball game and it's 18,000, there was 200,000 that wanted to go to the game and only 18,000 got to go.
Yeah.
So it's I think doing social media, advertising for hockey, and if people really got into the game itself and watched it with the fun. I mean, how fantastic was McTavish's shootout winning goal last night?
That thing
That
was
was,
beautiful.
I mean, he set Kemper up. I don't know if anybody would have saved that. I mean, everything he did was to perfection. And, you're watching the college game too. You know, there's some guys doing these fancy Michigans. They don't get away with it because you get killed in the NHL. It happens every so often. But if you do that, they'll take a penalty and knock you for a loop. They do not want to be embarrassed that way. But though I think in a shootout, it should be anything goes. If they want to, you seen those guys they get the puck, they put it on their stick, they can swing it around, and then they do it a couple times, and then they could score almost every time. I think those are fun to watch. I would love to watch it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm done.
Um,
Drop the mic.
Mom said, I really like the Jersey one, but the therapy one was funny. And Adam says, I could have made the save.
Not last night, Adam.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into this game. So, you want to get it started since.
Well, how about I talk what happened with the Kings a little bit, and as we go, we'll share it.
Yeah.
So we go to the first period, and starting off the scoring, Quentin Byfield with his 9th and Joel Armia with his 8 assists at the 138 mark to put the Kings up 1-0 on a wrist shot. And one nice thing about this is all of a sudden he's scoring. We need him to score so much more. I hope this continues for him. I mean, he's a nice kid. I really don't want him to get that bust thing, that he's a bust forever. I hope he's got enough talent to do it. It's time to show it. Let's go, Quentin. Then we go to the second period. So 1-0 after one period. And this is a hard fought game by both teams. I mean, I thought the Kings dominated a little bit, maybe the first half of the game. And then because Joel Amia got his 10th from Andre Lee, his first on a slap shot at the 11:33 mark, and the Kings are up 2-0. On to you, Cody.
Sorry. So the Ducks finally get on the board in the second period at the 12-12 mark, where Ryan Strome, who needs to be playing a lot more, got his 3rd of the year. So Jackson Lacombe got his 24th assist and Seneca's 21st assist. It was a nice little like back and forth play between Strome and Lacombe, and Strome got a one-timer, put it past Kemper, but it was Beckett Seneca who kind of skated past like in front of Kemper, and kind of I don't even think Kemper even saw the pass or the shot. because of what Becca's little drive-by. I'm blanking on the word. Drive-by, blocked Kemper's view, and that's how we scored the first goal. So Strome got the scoring started for this one, and then a little over 2.5 minutes later, Tim Washy gets his first career NHL goal, thanks to Trouba with his 12th assist and Beckett Seneca's 22nd assist of the season. Tim Washy gets the game tied at 2 apiece after, I believe it was Trouba that put the puck on, shot the puck and missed wide, and then it went to the other side of the puck, and I don't know what Kemper was doing.
The other side of the net?
He was on the other side of the net, but he looked like he was standing up. And he was out of position, and Tim Washy got the puck off the board and put it in to pretty much a wide open net. So now that's how we get tied 2-2 after Tim Washy's first career NHL goal. So congratulations to Tim Washy on getting your first career goal.
So before we go on, the first goal for the Ducks, Strome, Lacombe, and Seneca should be a law group. Strome, Lacombe, and Seneca. Anyways, so we go to overtime, and there was a lot of excitement in overtime.
Very.
It could have both teams had chances. I thought the Ducks played better in overtime than the Kings myself.
Yeah.
But then obviously nothing happens where the game isn't decided in overtime, and we go to a shootout. And it was LA. Kempe went to shoot, and he failed. And then go ahead, Cody. Who's your?
Sorry, what Adam said. Sounds like ambulance chasers.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I just find it funny.
Yeah.
It just has that ring to it.
Well, didn't you guys have you guys had a line last year? It was what?
Fogel, Deneau, Fogel, and Moore.
Yeah, that sounded more like a law firm. But yeah, Mikael Grenlund was the first one up for the Ducks in the shootout. He tried a wrist shot and was denied.
So then on the second shootout for the Kings, it's our defenseman, Brandt Clark. And I got to tell you, I'm well pleased with Brandt Clark this year. He's playing better. They're giving him more time. We need to continue to do that. I hope he inspires Byfield to follow him. And the Kings are up after, our second attempt on the shootout, 1-0.
But that lead does not last long because Bucket Seneca just dances the puck in front of Kemper and just dangles the puck and backhands it in to tie the shootout 1 apiece after 2 rounds.
Yeah, it was a pretty shot.
That was a very pretty. What a play!
I mean, I wish I could have actually watched the game a little bit more. I was on that podcast for quite a bit, and Todd even said this is going to go to a shootout. So
Bill, it's funny. Bill said that even before that, before you guys were talking.
Yeah, it gave that feel. I mean, really, when you talk about, especially, they're only like what, maybe 35, 40 miles apart.
Yeah,
arenas, and it was a game. They should both be proud of how they played this game. They came to fight, and it was just it kept you on your toes the whole time. I mean, obviously the Kings went up 2-0. Ducks didn't give up, tied it up, but the last shooter for the Kings is probably one of their best shootout guys, Kevin Fiala, on a backhand, and it was saved by Dostal. So after the first half of the third round of a shootout, it's still 1-1. Now up to you, Cody.
And that tie does not last long either because Mason McTavish is money when it comes to shootouts. He dangles, he goes back and forth, and what a move by McTavish where he's going really slow and then at the last second kind of speeds up right past Kemper and hits a backhand, and that thing was barred down. Man, that thing was great. Like that shot was great. And by the way, Dad, you have to say it right. It's dose to wall.
No, I don't.
Yeah, say it right. Like I said, if there's 3 things you need to watch, it was the Kemper shot, that, or actually, sorry, 4 things: the Beckett Seneca, like the Kreider goal versus Dallas, the Beckett goal versus Dallas, Beckett's shootout goal in this game, and Mason McTavish's shootout goal. Those are the 4 things that you guys need to watch. They were all amazing plays. But McTavish just, God, what he does in the shootout is so good. And this was the Ducks, I want to say, 3rd shootout of the year. And this was the Kings' like 20th shootout, I feel like, of the year.
I'm not really exactly sure, but it's been far too many.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at their record, and if you think about it, if they just did one thing differently, they could be in first place.
I mean,
But they didn't.
Score.
But they didn't. Well, yeah, just I mean, you hit the post, you flub it. I mean, like even Kempe's shootout one, the puck was rolling away from him when he tried. When he usually scores if he has control of the puck, and I mean that's all on him. He didn't have control of the puck; it rolled away, and I didn't think it was a great attempt. It was not a hard save by Dost Wall, but I gotta say, McTavish was incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
And that's the second time I want to say he's embarrassed Kemper in a shootout this year.
I'm probably no doubt.
So
no doubt.
But all around, what a great game last night was. The watch party, doing the podcast with Todd and the Halos on the infield, Mikey from the Mighty Ducks Club, seeing Max and Adam and Andrea. We had, like I said, we had so much fun. And then, so me and my dad did a little detour after the first intermission where we went to the Brewery X real quick, and because they had a watch party over there, and we saw JoJo over there, and we have a surprise for that later to be announced later. And then he's like, hey, because we told him we were at the watch party at Noble Airworks. He's like, hey, are you heading back like right now? And we're like, yeah, we're gonna leave in the next few minutes. And then he goes to the tent and then gives me a Dostal signed hockey puck. He's like, hey, go give this away over there at the other watch party. So just know that, Ducks fans, JoJo has everyone like is ready to help out anyone at whichever watch party you're at. He was thinking of both of us.
The funny thing, when we went to the Kings game, we got to meet Mikey Alexander, and this was my first time in person meeting JoJo. I mean, I think he hugged me like 3 times. Yeah. He goes, I love what you guys are doing. I mean, we are rivalries, but almost all of us are just overall hockey fans first. So it's not this hate relationship. Everybody is a good sport. Most people are a good sport about it. I mean, to me, if you lose like we lost last night, and obviously at our watch party there was way more Duck fans than Kings fans.
Well, and it was a Ducks watch party.
Yeah, but Bill, there was quite a few Kings fans there, but not nearly.
Bill was at the last one when it was Ducks versus Columbus. He was there. So
yeah, I mean, but what I'm trying to say is that the game's over. We can all still be friends. We can laugh and love the game of hockey, and that's the way it should be. So I mean, it's okay. When I don't hate the Ducks. I never have hated the Ducks. I mean, one of my favorite players was a Duck. So and I would even pull. I mean, if y'all know it's Teemu Selanne. I mean, he's right there with Robitaille for me. But I love Paul Correa too.
Yeah.
And I wish they would. Have they been continuing that podcast where they were the first podcast?
They haven't been doing that one as much. The from Mighty Till Now.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to the Timu Korea one, you'll end up loving them both. I mean, totally two different people with two totally different likes and dislikes, but they're like best friends.
They're literally the term opposites attract.
And not in the way you're thinking.
And yes, it's not that.
Teammate,
best friends.
Best friends. And it's so funny when they tell stories. If you haven't listened to that, highly recommend it. Anaheim, I'm going to say it right now. You need to bring it back. You need to keep that going because they had quite a few good ones.
Yeah.
You got to hear some of these guys who are retired, and a lot of them are Hall of Famers, and what they're doing, and they're just funny. I mean, I like listening to it. So
yeah, same here.
So other than that, do you want to get to predictions for next week?
Let's do predictions.
Because
I
don't have.
We have another very big game tonight.
Yeah.
All right. I'm putting. Am I going first? Yeah, I guess.
You have.
No, you go.
You go first. You have 4 games. I only have 2.
All right. I'm gonna say Ducks win tonight 4-2, and I'm gonna say there's gonna be an empty net goal in this one. So that's Ducks versus Kings tonight at the Pond. Ducks will be wearing their road whites with orange helmets. Kings will be wearing their Crown Third alternate jerseys. And then on Monday, the Ducks are home against the New York Rangers. I'm gonna say a win. I'm gonna say 5-1. Yep. And then our Timmy Panarin's like, hey, I'm gonna go to Anaheim just like Kreider and Trouba. So and that's gonna be like mid-game kind of a trade. And then in the second half of the game, Panarin will be on the Ducks. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Wednesday, the Ducks are in Colorado, face the best team, best of the West, best of the league. And I'm not too fond of this one. I'm gonna say a 4-2. Oh yeah, 4-2 loss to the Avalanche.
Okay.
And then on Friday, the Ducks head back to Seattle. I'm gonna say the Ducks need a win. I'm gonna say a 5-2 win over the Kraken. We need to, these are the games the Ducks need to win now, especially like tonight and especially Friday. Those are the 2 games they need to win more than any of them, but we need to win more now. That's the goal. We can't be losing games to division opponents right now. It's not going to help us.
So let's just go over that again. You have the game tonight, Ducks beating the Kings 4-2.
Yep.
Then on Monday, you have Ducks beating the Rangers 5-1.
Mm-hmm.
And Ducks at Colorado, you have them losing 4-2.
Yeah.
And Ducks at Seattle, you have them winning 5-2. Just want to make sure.
4-2, 5-1, 4-2, 5-2, win, loss, win.
We only have 2 games this upcoming week. And game 1, obviously, is in Anaheim against the Ducks. And I'm going to go out on a limb. And I'm going to say the Kings are going to beat them at the Pond 4-3 in overtime. Then our next game is Tuesday. God, we have a lot of days off after that. We're playing the Rangers. I have them beating the Rangers 4-2.
Yeah, he has a lot of time off.
Yeah. Maybe we need it. Get healthy. Yeah. It would be nice.
That would be nice. But all right, well, do you have anything else to add before we get out of here?
No, I don't think so.
I do
It's
have breaking news. Edmonton Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl will be taking a brief leave of absence to attend to a family illness in Germany. He is expected to return to the team later next week. On behalf of him and the club, asks for privacy at this time. So hopefully everything's okay with Draisaitl's family. I don't wish anyone ill on that part.
yeah, it's tough to deal with stuff like that. So
Yeah. Let's see. Let me double check if we don't have any questions. Just want to make sure. Let me double check. Let's see. I don't think we do. Yeah, no questions. Like I said, everyone that listens, if you guys have any questions, feel free to message us on Instagram. Every Friday, I usually try to put a story out on Instagram and other social media accounts. When I post it, you can always put your questions in there. We would love to hear from you guys. So, any questions you have, especially now with like the trade, technically we're having almost two trade deadlines this year. We're gonna have one right before the Olympics and then one at the actual trade deadline. So we'll see. Like I said, it's going to be very interesting for both of our teams in the next week or two. Right now, that's what's really going to determine a lot of things.
Yeah, Are you a buyer or are you a seller?
I hope, and this is what I want. If the Ducks are buyers, I don't want rentals. I want someone that's going to be on the team for another year or two. I don't think the Ducks are at the buying rental players part yet.
I agree. The only if I was thinking about the Ducks, I would think about maybe trading an older player for maybe a younger player of similar talent, because you have such a strong young core that yeah, sell the Kings.
Sell the Kings.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think it's ownership's a problem there, but anyways.
Fire Hiller and Newell Brown is the new head coach of the Kings.
Yeah.
And Cronin runs the power play.
Oh, God. Okay, you want to... That is funny, but we didn't... I know we took Brown, which was stupid, but we never did take Cronin, and I can't even see that ever happening.
Yet.
No, never.
Yet. I'm going to laugh so hard that
anyways,
he joins the staff next year.
I could see the Ducks making a trade for an up-and-coming player just to help their young core blossom. The Kings, I'm not sure what they're going to do. I mean, honestly, would you... I mean, Dowdy's got one more year. Would you have Dallas Eakins as a defensive coach? I'd rather have a drunk Captain Chaos be our defensive coach.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Kings maybe sell if we keep playing like we have and keep losing. Maybe sell a couple of veterans for more draft picks, and maybe we start our retool rebuild. If we're not gonna, I just don't think we're a Stanley Cup team. Not even close.
Do you guys have any? Let's see. Kopitar, Kuzmenko, Perry, Malott, and Ward. Those are your forwards that are on expiring deals.
No, but I mean,
defense, Moverari. I mean, goalies. You have each of the goalies for this year and next year. So, I mean, do you trade Kuzmenko and Perry? Perry might be your best chance of getting anything.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know what the mindset is. I'd be fired during the first. Yeah, you probably, after talking to you about the work thing, Adam, yeah, you probably get fired.
I'd be fired during the first practice. The only team my coaching style would fit into would be Florida. Yeah. I'd say Florida and Tampa for him. I can see
Yeah, well,
Adam fitting in Tampa.
if they get rid of their coaches, we'll put in a good word for you.
You could put us as a reference.
Yeah, we'll be a reference for you. But other than that, we'll be moving, here pretty close to the Olympics, and we'll still be having live episodes.
Yep.
Maybe some surprise things for you guys. That's a little different than what we've ever done before. But anyways, I I hope the game tonight is as good as the game was last night.
Yep.
Even no matter what the outcome is, because games like that are good for hockey in general, because they keep you on the edge of your seat. But other than that, I'm ready to go have some lunch. Cody, how about you?
Tampa's too soft for me. I know there's another team. Oh, maybe Philadelphia would be good for Adam. Even though I as a Ducks fan, I do not like Philadelphia now. So
yeah,
but yeah, I'm ready to get out of here too.
Mom wants to go to a Philadelphia Duck game at the Pond.
Oh, let's see. Let's check. When are they playing?
We can worry about that after the fact, Cody.
No, we're doing it now because I want to know. Because I do want to say something about that game, but I'll probably say it more when we get closer to the game.
Perfect.
The Ducks will play Philadelphia. Maybe I think it's in March. No, April. When do they come here? Did I miss it? Philadelphia. Oh, March 18th. It's a Wednesday, 7:00 game. So that's when Philadelphia is back in town. But we'll talk more about that game later. So but yeah, I'm ready to get out of here too. Thank you everyone for tuning in live. Thank you everyone for showing up to the watch party last night. Thanks for JoJo for giving us that Dostal signed puck to give away at the watch party. See, if you guys go to the watch party, that's some of the stuff you can win. The Adam Bros and the Patriots have a charity game on January 24th. So please go check that out. Go follow them on Instagram.
It's 11 a.m., I believe, Adam, that you guys are playing at the Toyota Sports Arena there in Ontario.
Is that the 24th?
I think so. Okay. Am I wrong? Or
well, I'm pretty sure it'll be on the Instagram, on the socials. So, and we now know that Andrea runs it, so at least we'll know everything will get done. If Adam's involved, it's not. So, so everyone go follow the Patriots hockey. Especially like I said, they do great stuff over there, and we love to support our friends over there.
Absolutely.
So just here it is.
11:30.
11:30 game, Toyota Arena versus the Riverside Stars, the Sheriffs. So wait, I got a question. If you hit one of the other teams, like, do they arrest you on the ice? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend.
Well, keep going. He'll answer when he's ready.
Yeah. But everyone, thank you again for tuning in. If you're listening to this on audio, make sure you hit the download button. Make sure you leave a review on Apple or Spotify. You can even leave comments on Spotify. So put the comments in there. Leave a review or rating. It really helps the podcast, so much. People on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, put comments in there too. Like, feel free to talk. Put your comments in there. We want to hear from you guys as well. On Twitch, same thing. Hit the follow and comment on the video like Kevin does every week for us. So, and then what was the other one? Dusk says, sorry, I missed most of the live cast, but is there another watch party tonight? I don't know if there's an official watch party. I don't think the Ducks have one, and the Mighty Ducks Club and the one at Noble Ale Works, I don't think there is. The Ducks did post one that there's going to be more later on. So, Duke, if you want to, I can send it to you on Instagram if you message me on there. I can send you the Ducks watch. But I think you're a Kings fan. I don't know. I've never seen if the Kings do watch parties like that.
I'm sure they probably do.
I'm sure they do.
One reason that they had it last night is it's not at the pond.
Yeah.
And it would have been, that's because Noble Ale Works is just down the street.
Yeah.
Really close. It would have been hard to get people in and out. It would have been so crowded.
Yeah.
They were smart to do their watch party last night while they were in LA playing, because it just wouldn't have worked tonight. It'd be so crazy. People would get frustrated and turn around and go home. So
parking would have been hell, like at Brewery X last night. Yes. But yeah, everyone, like I said, subscribe, follow, download, like, comment, review, rate. We very much appreciate it. Go follow us at Royally Quacked. Follow us at the Mighty Ducks Club. Or go follow us Halos in the infield. You'll see the live commentate and us just messing around the whole time. But it was so much fun with Todd and Bill over there. And go follow Top Fan Rivalry as well. What else am I missing? Like I said again, shout out JoJo for that Dostal signed puck. I really wanted to keep it, but but it was meant for the fans, and that's the main thing. So, on that, anything else to add?
Let go Kings go.
All right, we'll see you next week on episode 98, and let's go Ducks.